to understand a little bit about Photo Art Pavilion. I am Joanne Hennig, the person you see on the left, and my business partner, Jessica Lempen, who, as I mentioned earlier, could not be with us today. We founded Photo Art Pavilion in 2018, I believe it was. We've been in the art photography, art display business since 2007. So Jessica and I, we administrate and curate the Photo Art Pavilion to ensure an amazing experience for both you, the art seller, and also your art buyers. We've been in the art business, as I said earlier, since 2007. So what is Photo Art Pavilion? That's a big question that a lot of you guys and gals ask. Whoop, going wrong way. There we go. So what is Photo Art Pavilion? So simply stated, Photo Art Pavilion is a display platform that we developed exclusively for art photographers like yourself. When you and your art are connected to the platform, you will receive dedicated support from our administrative team and ongoing guidance as it relates to your art. Photo Art Pavilion artists earn 100% commission on their art sales, and I'll get into that in a little bit more depth in a little while. So as an artist, your sole responsibility with Photo Art Pavilion is to create your artwork, upload your artwork, do a little bit of promotion of your artwork, and then repeat that process. Our administrative team does everything else for you. All artists that are connected to the platform receive a monthly marketing calendar with marketing ideas relevant to the next month and upcoming seasonal sales opportunities. The marketing calendar helps with your social media, blogging, direct email campaigns, and any other way that you're reaching out to your customer base. The marketing calendar highlights trending hashtags for the month, talking topics, and pre-sales marketing focus selected to help you get a jump on the marketing for the next big selling season. So we don't just look 30 days ahead, we look 60 and 90 days ahead to help you really hone in your marketing to your audience. Another service that we deliver each month is our J&J Photo Art Marketing Cafe. In the cafe, we discuss the latest marketing trends and offer new ideas to get your creative marketing juices flowing. We have a robust Q&A segment at the end of every session where you, the artist, can provide your input or discuss any challenges you may be having with your marketing efforts. We also allow you to introduce new ideas and new topics to the rest of the audience that's on the J&J Cafe, and also to kind of share what it is that you're having successes with and some of the things that may have not been successful for you. This helps all of us, which is good. No, I keep going backwards. So we curate the art to ensure that your portfolio has the best saleable art online. Every image that is uploaded into any of the storefronts that are part of Photo Art Pavilion stands on its own merit. And the potential that we look for are the potential for sales. So when curating your high resolution images, we're looking for a clear center of interest, a good composition, good focus and exposure, a story that goes along. The image should tell some sort of a story, great lighting, creativity, and uniqueness. We want to make sure that you add these elements into your art photography so that we can be more successful with helping you sell. Photo Art Pavilion handles all the art sale transactions from the minute the order is placed online to the order being delivered to your customer's doorfront. What does that mean? So we process the credit cards, we collect the sales tax, and we produce the art, and then we free ship the art to your customer at no additional cost to you. Artists that work with us do provide us with some really great accolades along the way, and we're happy to receive them and share them with you. There are a good amount of photographers. We have under 100 photographers that are currently working with us through Photo Art Pavilion. But we do get some really great testimonials. They're very happy with the service that we provide. It keeps them in the creative flow, the ability to stay creative and not worry about the administrative and the business end of art, of their art marketing and their art business. So these are just a couple of the testimonies that we've received along the way. So I've just outlined some of the immediate benefits that come with displaying your art photography on the Photo Art Pavilion platform. So if you can create your art, which I'm sure you can, otherwise you wouldn't be on this webinar, upload the work, promote it just a little bit, and repeat that process, that formula. When it comes to your art photography, we will do all the rest for you. So what I want to be able to do is take a pause right here and just go over and look at Photo Art Pavilion from a different perspective. So this is the main storefront for Photo Art Pavilion. Let me get over there. Whoop. Am I here? There I am. Okay. The Photo Art Pavilion main storefront, or the main website, offers art for sale by genre, different genres of art, by artist. As you can see, we have a good amount of artists. And then we have this button here, which basically is repeating what's going on here. This is just a text version. This is a visual version, because shoppers are different. Not everybody likes to shop by a word. They might be interested in seeing an image that motivates them. Same thing with the artist. You could shop by artist here, by their name, or if they happen to want to shop by face, they can do that over here. We do have a blog on the website. What is interesting about the blog is that not only is the blog feed coming from the curators, myself and Jessica, but also the artists that write blogs for their own storefronts have their blogs also appear in the main feature, the main body of the website. This helps with driving search engine visitors over to the website, and it also helps the artist with doing some additional promotion for their work. So for instance, if this artist here, which I know this is Sharon, one of our better sellers on the site, created this post, and within the post you can see that there are some hot links that she put into the post, which helps her sell artwork. In addition to which, she can grab this URL right at the top of the website, put it into social media, and bring her audience over to do the reading as well. In addition, Sharon's page is featured here, and you'll see that Sharon's blog is here. And you'll see that these are the blog posts that she has created along the way. So that's a really nice feature to help us all kind of fill the pages of Photo Art Pavilion with some really good content. Content is king on the internet. It helps with social media. I mean, with search engine optimization. So it's not only good for your own personal storefront, but it's also good for the overall website. Once a month, we change up the front cover of the website. We feature an artist and their artwork. We also change up these hot links that bring us into the certain areas of the website. So if we happen to click on trees, it'll bring us into the body of the website with the main subject being trees, or trees within the image. So that's a cool feature as well. Helps the consumer to make some quick decisions. Some consumers are much more visual when it comes to their buying practices, so that helps a lot. A little bit of information here about Photo Art Pavilion, and then we do feature some artists. This gets rotated again on a week-to-week basis. We bring new artists up into the feature area and take some away, and we just kind of keep rotating to give everybody an opportunity to be saleable on the website. We also have this area here where artists are also featured, and the links go straight over to their storefront and also to the Shop Now button, which brings you right over to this specific image, as you can see right here. So that's just the basics of Photo Art Pavilion from the buyer's perspective. So now what I want to do is I want to show you the artist perspective. So once you have joined Photo Art Pavilion here, you're going to sign in. Once you sign in, you're going to be taken to your dashboard. And your dashboard is what we call your business center as well, where all of the information about you and all of the controls that you would like to have with regard to your storefront reside here. Within the storefront, you're going to see this dashboard feature, number one, which is where you'll have all of your basic information about who you are and how we can reach out to you should we need you for anything. We also have your contact, your account details, which are very important, your email address, very important, and your display name. You could change this to Mickey Mouse if you'd like. It's really entirely up to you. This area down here with the social media links is also very important, because what happens when you put your social media links in this area, they end up coming to life right on your storefront, right up here. So if a consumer lands on your storefront, if you direct them there, or they happen to come to your storefront because of some marketing efforts that either you've done or we've done, they can also come and follow you directly on your social media accounts. Once you land on your dashboard, which literally takes about 3 minutes to go from signing in or joining to get to the dashboard, boom, you're here. The next thing you'll want to do is you'll want to get over to your profile area. Here it is where you'll upload your headshot, which is a very simple upload, just like any other upload that you've done on the internet over the course of the internet life. Also here, you'll be able to update your artist bio or your story about who you are, what it is that you're up to, some of the things that you've been doing with your photography career. Now, a lot of photographers want to jump right over to uploading, but what I would recommend is join Photo Art Pavilion, get over to your dashboard, fill out your basic information. Once your dashboard basic information is filled in, get over to your profile, upload your headshot, fill in your artist bio, and then jump over to your business center. What's important over here is setting your art pricing. Now, this area, most photographers, when they first see it, get a little bit overwhelmed, but we can assure you this is really not a lot of rocket science going on here. What this is what you, the artist, would like to earn as your 100% commission on any art piece that sells of yours, with the different mediums and the different sizes. So for instance, if someone were to purchase an 8x12 metallic print of mine, I would earn a commission of $60. How does Photo Art Pavilion make money? What Photo Art Pavilion does is we add the production costs to your artist suggested commission, creating a manufactured suggested retail price. And I'll show you this in a second. So basically what we're doing is we're taking your $60 or your $50 or your $100, whatever number it is that you want in this box or that box or that box, whatever that number is, what we do is we add those costs of production to your number so that the consumer is covering the expenses for your commission and for the production, for the sales tax collection, for the credit card processing, and for the shipping of the finished art piece. That's how the platform works. Once you have this all filled in, we fill it in for you, by the way. We start with some base numbers here, and then we fill it in for you. You can go in then and make some adjustments and change it to your liking. So again, if you wanted to put $100 in an 8x10 as your commission, just plop the number in here, hit save, and you're good to go. And we will still add our base costs to do the production of those art pieces. We're not going to raise our prices if you're raising your prices. Our prices are pretty standard going across the board, and your prices can be whatever it is that your market will bear. That's really entirely up to you. So once we have those elements filled in as a new user to the website, to the Photo Art Pavilion storefront system, the next thing that you will want to do is upload your images. Uploading your images is very simple. You'll click here, or you could click over here, but you're going to see this little area, this little grid where you can either drag and drop images in here, or you can go in and select them off your desktop or wherever your images reside. Once the images are uploaded, they go into an area called pending. And why do they go into pending? Well, if you remember, initially I spoke to you about the curators reviewing every image, curating every image on the site to make sure that it has a saleability factor. Saying that, I want you to also understand that we are not here to step on an artist's creativity and an artist's genre style, if you will. We want to be able to make it so that you're successful, but at the same token, we also want to make sure that we're not stepping on your style of photography. So if something gets declined by one of the curators, we'll put a reason into the declination area, and we'll let you know exactly why it is that your image was not accepted. And then it's up to you to either rectify that, maybe delete it and start over. Maybe you have to go back to editing. Maybe there was a watermark or a water spot on your lens and you missed it and we found it. We'd like you to take that image down, re-upload it, reset it for purposes for display. Now, once an image is uploaded and sitting in pending, we're going to need you to do a couple of housekeeping things. We're going to need you to add a title for the image, okay, which would go right here. Not so important about the date, but if you want to, you can add the date that the image was captured. Some of the artists that we work with are vintage photographers, and they've been around the block for a while. They have some really cool shots from back in the 70s or the 80s, or maybe even prior. So, that date area becomes important for them. It's a great thing to put in the location of where the shot is taken, because consumers that use the site, I'll just hop back over here, may utilize this search feature in order to find something in their marketplace. Most buyers will buy art that is either a place that they visited once in their life and want to bring that memory back into their home or their office, or they might just be looking for artwork that's from local to their area or their state. So it's important to put the location in. Having a good description is also important, helps with the search feature. Adding in your categories of where this image would reside. We have a multitude of categories, as you could see. So you would be able to select the category that best suits the actual image. We don't want to have images landing in categories that they don't belong, because that degrades the consumer's shopping experience. If this image happened to be black and white, we would just toggle the black and white box, or we would toggle, if it were a panoramic image, we would toggle that. We also want to get you to put some keywords into, attach them to that specific image. So you can see here, I have beach and blue and tan, blue sky, dunes, golden hour, tan. This is important too, because again, the keywords do reflect in the search feature that is on the website. We need you to select a ratio, aspect ratio. And why do we need that? Because if you remember, I was just showing you the pricing grid. Whatever ratio you select for your image is the pricing that will be added, would be connected to this specific image. So if this image were a panoramic, I would probably select either 9:16 or 1:3. If it was square, I would do a 1:1. If the image base sizing was for an 8:10, I would grab this ratio here. We also have this premium pricing area. This area is added to whatever percentage you plop in this box, that's added to your artist suggested commission, your 100% commission. So earlier I mentioned if you put $100 in the 8x12 box and then put 50% here, your commission would be $150 for this one piece only. And some artists make use of the premium pricing area because they may have certain pieces that are their signature pieces or are bestsellers, and they know that their market will bear a higher price for their piece. So that's what this is used for. This comes filled out as 0 as a default, but you can go in and change that at any time that you'd like. So then once an image is approved, goes into this reviewed area, and you'll see that we have a box here called declined, which is the image that I just showed you. And we also have this area of approved images. Once an image is approved, it jumps up onto the website in a hot second. It's WYSIWYG. It's what you see is what you get. There's also the ability, as images are uploaded and time goes on and life changes and so forth, we want to be able to give you the opportunity to bulk edit your work in certain areas and certain categories. So we have this feature. If you were to click on a couple of images here. So I see I've selected 3. You can see down here that it says 3 photos were selected. And now I want to go in and edit. I can either go in and edit them, or I can trash them, which is a good feature too, because sometimes we get a little bogged down with having, we're overzealous with uploading images, and we want to be careful. We want to make sure that we're giving anyone that comes to our website the best possible experience when they're shopping with us. So if we're going to go to the bulk edit area, you'll see there are some certain fields that are very basic, that you can go in and change. You can go in and change the title, the description. You can change the category that it belongs to. You can add or detract or delete, some keywords, and you can go in and change your premium pricing. You cannot change the image itself, because that would defeat the purpose of curation. So that is one thing that some of the artists don't like that, but we really have to stick to our guns with that one. So as I mentioned to you earlier, each artist has the ability to create their own blog posts. My blog, I have a few blog posts. I've been a little lax, I have to say. Last blog that I wrote was in September, but I can, once I'm in my storefront, I can go in and edit that post if I'd like to, or just leave it as be. If I wanted to create a new blog, you'll see the drop down right here. I would just create new post, and then I'm given a blank screen with all the information: title, featured image, all the information that would be useful for typing, just like any Word doc. You'd have the ability to bold and italic and underline and add hot links and all that good stuff. And then we want you to throw some tags in there. Tags are very, very good for, again, search engines and the ability to bring eyeballs to your storefront. So as I'm sitting here in my account, I've gone through pretty much everything that, all the features that we have to offer. Another feature that we offer that I didn't mention is the ability to create coupons. So you can create a coupon that has an expiration date, or a coupon that has no expiration date. I have one here that I use. I have leave behind cards, little postcards that when I'm out and about in my community, I see a new building going up, an apartment complex or whatever it is, and I'll drop the cards. And this LI Art is a code that's on the back of all the cards that I know that and that's the only place that code appears. So I know that any purchases that come through my storefront with that code and that 20% discount, I know they're coming off of my cards. So that to me helps me understand if what's working with my marketing and what's not. So that's important to me. And the final thing that I'd like to show you is the fact that we do offer you the ability to reach us anytime. And I think this is what separates us from a lot of the other platforms that are out there. We give you the ability to reach us regardless of day of the week, basically. My business partner, myself, Jessica Lempin, we are available to you either by phone or by email or by this help form right here. So if you're in your storefront and you're having any kind of difficulty, you'll be able to reach out to us without a problem, and we usually get back to you within 24 hours. One of us is always, taking a look at what's happening with the storefront. So before I take us any further down the road, I'm not going to open the floor up for questions yet. What I do want to do is come back to this little screen. Oop, I'm sorry. Let me get there for you. And there we go. Okay. So as I mentioned, create, upload, promote, repeat. We do all the rest. I think we've kind of nailed that for you. showed you all of the features that we offer for all of the artists associated with the Photo Art Pavilion storefront. And we're pretty proud of what we built, and it is ever moving and ever evolving. We do not stop the development phase of Photo Art Pavilion, which is why when we do our J&J cafes, we do meetings like this. We love to hear from you, the art photographers, of things that you think would be beneficial to help you with your art photography. We're experienced. We take care of everything for you, from order placed to order delivered, and that's an important feature. We have some art photographers that are really doing great with us, and they also have their own websites. But what they've done is they're so excited with the fact that we handle everything for them that they send all their art production to us, and we handle it for them. They have their websites, they have the click-throughs go from their images directly over to Photo Art Pavilion, where that image resides on Photo Art Pavilion. The pricing and everything is there. We see the orders come through, they see the order come through, we do the production, we send them their commission. They're very, very, very happy, which is a nice thing. And once your art's delivered, we pay out that 100% commission, as I mentioned. So whatever numbers you put in that artist suggested pricing grid, that is the commission that we will pay you, less a percentage if you had a coupon attached. So if you had a 20% coupon that one of your purchasers came through and made a purchase of your art with that coupon, we deduct that 20% from your commission because it's being deducted from the gross sale as well. Our costs in the middle, remember I said artist suggested commission plus production costs equals the MSRP. If the MSRP is being reduced by 20%, we have no control over the production costs because we're dealing with outside vendors for that. So we want you to be understanding that if there's a coupon involved, that you'll also be receiving a discount on your commission. That's the only time that we adjust your commission. So we'd like for you, when you get an opportunity, and I hope you get to do this today, to go over to photoartpavilion.com and click on the join button that's in that top right corner. And I think you're going to find it very easy to jump in and get started with Photo Art Pavilion. As I said, it takes all about, 30 seconds. And what I'm going to do for all of you today that stayed with us on this webinar is offer you a 50% discount on our legacy artist platform with Photo Art Pavilion. So typically we charge $32 per month, but we are reducing the monthly fee to $16 a month, and everything that I showed you on this webinar today is included in that $16 a month. There's no discount in services because there's a discount in the monthly fee for Photo Art Pavilion. So again, I'd like you to go to Photo Art Pavilion/join and become a legacy artist today and gain the access to everything that I've discussed with you today and save that 50%. When you get to the join, when you click on the join button, you'll see this summary right here. This is everything that we spoke about. Nothing changes. It remains the same. You go to photoartpavilion.com, click on join. You're going to use code PAP50 upon checkout, and that's where the discount will be set up for you. So I would like to say that it has been very nice for you to join us today, for you to be with us today, and to spend some time with us today. I want you to please jot down the code, the 50% discount code, PAP550. And I also think that we may have some time. I don't really know how long we've run today. But if there are any questions that you'd like to type into the chat room, or just raise your hand and unmute yourself and ask me a few questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Londell. Londell? I'm sorry. Say your name. Londell, how are you? Thank you for joining us today.
Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you.
I have basically two questions. The first question is, once the image has been uploaded, what's to keep somebody from downloading it and then printing it off themselves?
Can't do it. When the images are uploaded, they're watermarked with the Photo Art Pavilion logo in the corner, and that's on the thumbnail. And it's also on the image that's larger. But when you get to the larger image, if you try to drag your mouse over it to grab it and slide it, you cannot capture it. What happens is a magnifier opens, and that's what any potential thief might run into. We also protect all of your files. So when the images are uploaded, they go to a separate server, which is not the server that's utilized for the main website of Photo Art Pavilion where the shoppers shop. So the images that are on the website where the shoppers shop have been compressed. The DPIs have been reduced to 72, and they're really not that usable of a file. If they were to try even like to take a screenshot of it, they're still going to have the watermark in the corner, and they can't just drag it off the screen to utilize it for other purposes. Your main high resolution file is on a separate server, and that server, we call that our production server, is a secret place where only myself and my business partner and our development team know of. So that's what we utilize to protect your artwork.
The other question I had is using your example of the 8x12, and let's say a 50% for us. What is the add-on cost? What is the production cost for
well,
that
I don't have the numbers exact in front of me. For instance, let me do
basically what would be the total of the 8x12?
For it's about a $15 to $20 markup. I don't have the exact in front of me, but each production style and size has a different markup based on the production. If we're producing an acrylic 16 by 20 acrylic piece, the markup is going to be much higher than $20 because the cost of producing that and shipping it is much higher. So we do have those prices. They're built into the system.
Is there someplace on your website or on the website that you have that gives us that information? It would be helpful to understand the price ranges that we're asking the customer to pay.
Well, you'll see that once you put your numbers into your price grid and your images are live on the site, you can have what I've done in the past is I open up two windows. One window with my I'm logged into my artist suggested commission, and the other window is the live site. And I'll go to any one image, an 8x12 style image, and I'll look at my 100% commission, and then I'll click through all the different varieties of purchase options to see what that markup would be, to make sure that the prices are fair. So and then I've adjusted accordingly. So I will assure you that the prices that I have in my grid, my market is bearing. I think I start my low commission is $55, and I go up from there. I'm not piggy about it. I do understand that we're in a tough economy, but at the same token, I do know what my art is worth. We can help you with sort of massaging those numbers to get them to be just right. But if you've been in the art photography business, if you've displayed elsewhere, if you've had your art in a gallery, if you've sold art pieces in the past, you have an idea of what your market will bear. And that grid is very user-friendly. I can assure you that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciate the question. Thank you very much. There are no further questions. You can see in the chat room that our email address is there, hello@photoartpavilion.com. The phone number is also there, 888-217-7748. My name is Joanne Hennig. I'm one of the founders of Photo Art Pavilion. My business partner, Jessica, was just trying to call in. She had an emergency that she had to handle today. So we wish her well, and I wish all of you well, and I hope you stay creative and enjoy your process, and would love to have you come on board with Photo Art Pavilion. All righty?
Thank you.
All right, thanks everybody. You have an awesome day.